After more than a decade under Tim Cook, Apple is entering a completely new era. The company has officially announced John Ternus as its next CEO. But who is he? Why did Apple choose him? And what could this mean for the future of iPhone, artificial intelligence, and Apple innovation? Let's find out. Apple has officially announced one of the biggest leadership changes in its modern history. Tim Cook, the man who transformed Apple into a multi-trillion-dollar company, is stepping down as CEO and moving into the role of executive chairman. Taking his place is a name many people outside the tech industry may not know yet, John Ternus. But inside Apple, he has already become one of the company's most important leaders. So today, we are going to look at who John Ternus is, why Apple selected him, his role in Apple's biggest products, and what Apple could look like under his leadership. John Ternus joined Apple in 2001. That means he has spent more than 2 decades inside the company working directly on Apple hardware products. Over the years, he quietly became one of the most trusted engineering leaders at Apple. He worked on iPhone hardware, iPad development, AirPods, Apple Watch, Mac computers powered by Apple Silicon. Today, he leads Apple's hardware engineering division, which is one of the most powerful positions inside the company. Many people inside the tech industry describe him as a product-focused leader who deeply understands Apple's engineering culture. Why Apple chose him? Apple does not choose leaders randomly. The company usually plans leadership changes years in advance. According to reports, Apple's board believed John Ternus was the best person to guide the company through its next generation of innovation. And honestly, the timing makes sense. Apple is entering a very difficult and competitive era. Artificial intelligence competition is exploding. Smartphones are becoming less revolutionary. Foldable devices are rising. Mixed reality products are still uncertain. Global competition is stronger than ever. Apple needs a leader who understands hardware, innovation, and future technology products. That is exactly where John Ternus built his reputation. The biggest challenge ahead. Now comes the real challenge. Can John Ternus create the next big Apple product? Because under Steve Jobs, Apple introduced iPhone, iPad, App Store. Under Tim Cook, Apple became financially unstoppable with Apple Silicon, services business, wearables, massive global expansion. But now the world expects Apple to dominate artificial intelligence as well. And many critics believe Apple is currently behind companies like Google, OpenAI, Microsoft. So Ternus may become the CEO responsible for Apple's biggest artificial intelligence transformation. What could change under Ternus? Many analysts believe Apple could focus more aggressively on artificial intelligence features, smart wearables, foldable iPhones, mixed reality devices, advanced Apple Silicon chips. Since Ternus comes from an engineering background, some people also believe Apple may return to a stronger product-first culture. This could mean faster hardware innovation in the coming years. John Ternus may not yet be as famous as Steve Jobs or Tim Cook, but he is now one of the most important people in the technology world. The future of Apple, iPhone innovation, and even Apple's artificial intelligence strategy could soon depend on him. The big question is, can he lead Apple into its next revolutionary era? What do you think? Will John Ternus become Apple's next legendary CEO? Comment below. And if you enjoy technology and future innovation content, subscribe to the Dime Technology for more videos like this.